which utilizes first-hand vetted science to drive upstream solutions to plastic pollution, has been a key member of the Reusable LA Coalition since its inception. Our members came together united around a common vision to see our beloved city of Los Angeles reduce its dependence on fossil fuel-based plastic pollution and to embrace a new age of reuse. We began building stronger momentum several years ago, working with local electeds, environmental justice partners, and activists to bring this vision to light. But then COVID-19 brought these efforts to a halt. Early in the pandemic, we witnessed the plastics industry taking unfair advantage of a global crisis to spread misinformation about the safety of reusables, undermining decades of work to reduce plastic pollution. And these plastics began to pile up, putting additional health pressures on marginalized communities where fossil fuels to make plastics are extracted and where waste plastics are incinerated. And as a mother, I know full well the health implications of this incineration as well as the toxic chemicals in plastic, having done a body burden before the birth of my daughter and finding trace levels of toxic chemicals, PCBs, DDT, flame retardants, and other chemicals in my own body, chemicals that I know will be passed to the next generation. We also witnessed the toll that the pandemic took on one of our city's most important industries, our restaurant sector, which literally gives our city its unique flavor. And so when the opportunity arose for foodware's accessories upon request Ordinance to both support restaurants and pave the way towards future efforts to reduce single-use plastics, Reusable LA and our local policymakers quickly rallied. And I would be remiss here if I didn't mention the incredible leadership of the organization Habits of Waste, Sheila Muravati, who really brought this idea to all of our consciousness. The resulting policy is a common sense approach to save restaurants much needed resources and to prevent our communities from the buildup of toxic waste plastics. But that isn't all. As everyone here knows, what we do here in Los Angeles can set the model for statewide policy in California, as we see with the passage of AB 1276, as well as for the rest of the country. What we do here in Los Angeles matters. So as we celebrate this important milestone, we are keeping our sights set on the way forward to eliminate the larger public health and climate crisis of disposable plastics here in Los Angeles and usher in the age of reuse and regeneration. Our sincere gratitude to Council Members Krikorian and Koretz and Mayor Garcetti for their leadership on this critical issue. Let's keep the momentum going. Thank you.
It's a little warm today. We do have some ice water in the proper containers for everyone a little later on. I'm glad to see that there is not a gnomes pack in here. Yeah. Although I know Councilmember Koretz is a great visitor of gnomes. Councilmember Krikorian, I also appreciate you coming out today and your involvement. The city and state agencies, the mayor's office, and a special shout out to Allison, who's been great in terms of helping us coordinate this so that we could host what we think is an important initiative. I've been in the restaurant business for a long time. Started off with one of the big three fast food restaurants, and you can take your pick which one that was, because there were only three. And that's when delivery and drive-through was really monumental in terms of the changing of the industry. So today we have QSRs, we have convenience stores, we have fast casual, we have dining rooms like us. And the battle has always been to help train an individual or a team member from putting that handful of ketchup in the bag that never gets used. So when Allison called me up and we discussed this, I was actually very enthused to be a part of this, because if there's an initiative that can be a win for the environment, a win for the company, for the business, and also we can manage hospitality with the guest, it's a trifecta. So I think that's great. So here behind me I have Krista from our training team, I have Nate from our marketing team, and I have Misty from our operations team. Because we're just starting to learn on how to make this better. We've done it a little bit because of COVID and because of not usable product that once it goes out. But operations, marketing, and training will be involved, and I think that's part of it, on how do we influence, number one, our team members, and number two, the guest. Because behavior modification takes time, and we're going to have to go through that. We have 3 restaurants in the city here, Encino, La Cienega, and Van Nuys, Sherman Oaks. Very different client bases. And so we'll adjust how we approach this this solution, I should say. That was a misspeak. And we'll do the best we can. And I think all restaurateurs should be in support of this. It's just common sense. Thank you, everyone.